Good afternoon, everyone. We are on week 4 now. I hope everyone's doing well today. I'll give another minute or two for people to pile in here. I think we have all of the projects here. Nubble or Jules, if you speak here. Oh, hope everyone's enjoying spring now. And Jules, I think I'm trying to get you to speak. That's not working. You may have to request from Nubble's account.
How are you today, Ruan? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. It's been a good week so far, and looking forward to the mint tomorrow. Okay. We'll go ahead and get started here. I think Jules, you may have to request. I'm trying to add you here, but you may be coming from your account. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and start with an update on Stargaze? Shane, are you around?
Yeah. Hey guys. Hey everyone. How's it going? Yeah. I just finished a little podcast with Chen. So maybe some of you guys check that out. And I'll just give a little update. We got superfluid staking enabled on Osmosis. This means that if you are providing liquidity and bonding your tokens on Osmosis, now you can actually stake your LP tokens at the same time and earn a little extra yield. And that's only on the 14 gauge. So that's something that's new. I believe it's only the fifth asset on Osmosis that has superfluid staking have it enabled. And we are also extending the stars incentives. So on the 4th, that should go live. So right now, if you guys are peeing on the Osmo or the Atom pools, the rewards have been a little insane. So we can't keep that insanity going. So, but we are going to extend it for 180 days. But it's not going to be the APRs are not going to be as crazy as they are, and that will also prevent a little bit of dumping pools. People have been farming them for about 2 months now, and is going to come down to like a little bit more reasonable. And then in front, we are working on Launchpad V2. Is going to make a little bit of changes to the way creator payouts work. There's going to be a bit of an escrow period. Still working out the details of that. We'll announce that soon when we have a bit more details on it. And also the marketplace contract is almost done, and that'll be going into the audit phase pretty soon. And that's your update. We'll be having a couple of more governance proposals coming around to do some kind of like update some of the token offs and stuff like that. And yeah, that's all I had to say. Move on.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks for the update. And we'll take questions after we talk to the creators here right now. So let's go ahead and get started and learning about these projects today. So start off by talking about how many items you have, how much the mint cost is, and the inspiration behind the project. So let's go ahead and start with Stargaze.
Yep. Thanks. Hey everyone. Thanks Shane for the update as well. So we're Stargaze. Our max supply, our total number of NFTs are a beautiful number of 6969, and the price for those will be 69 stars. In terms of inspiration, so I've been in the NFT space, fooling around with NFTs since about 2020, and in crypto since about 2017. Got burnt around that dump around then when the market crashed, but I've been hovering around and fooling around with NFTs now since about 2020. I've been keeping an eye on the Stargaze Launchpad. I love everything that you guys are doing. It's innovative and it looks fun. And so what we've done is myself and a team of 2 others. We've got Chonglu, another artist, and handles operations. So we've kept our collection very fun. We've kept it memey. One thing I do like about crypto Twitter is the fun side of things, the Pepes and just the meme vibes, but also obviously making sure we deliver the collection and do what we say we're going to do. Inspiration. Don't know whether you guys know about Cryptodes on ETH. They're a massive project. I'm fortunate enough to own a couple of those toads, and and as well as another collection called Lava Chads, who's another sort of meme collection. What we've done is we've fused the traits and just the look between those two collections, added a bit of spice, added some new traits. So all up, we've got about 240 traits. So in terms of the combinations that can be created from that are massive. But we've obviously narrowed it down to 6,969. So yeah, so you'll see just by going onto our Twitter page that the NFTs are quite funny. We've diversified them, so it's not just Chads. We've got Karens and we've got the non-binary part to it as well. But yeah, I don't know if there's any questions or anything else you'd want to know. I'm here to obviously answer.
I personally love the memes, and they make me chuckle every time. Are you the one making the memes, or are those coming from your mind?
Yeah. It's me and Charlotte. It's both of us pretty much. Yeah, so she's pretty funny. You can normally tell the ones I'm doing versus the one that she's doing. So there's a bit of a difference, but yeah, it's both.
You notice the memes helping with your growth?
Um, oh, I think it helps quite a bit because I know personally, like when I first got into crypto, I still do. I still love all the crypto memes. And I gravitate towards them, and I love to have a chuckle about them. So I feel like a lot of the people are in the same boat as I am, and they love that little bit of a laugh throughout their day as well.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. How did you find out about Stargaze, and why did you decide to launch on here?
Yeah, so I've been following Chango for a bit as well as Blue Kirby. So following them for a while, and I saw a few other collections just on Stargaze, like the SGTs and things like that. Then I just started to sort of go down the rabbit hole there, and I was like, wow, this is fresh, this is new, and it sort of blossomed from there. One.
Okay, great. Yeah, thanks a lot. Let's hear from Stargaze MFers.
Hey, Ruan. Hey, Shane. Nice to finally talk with you guys. I think that we have a similar inspiration as Star Chodes. That's you there, 6969, and we're 420. So we got all the meme numbers covered here. I don't think there's anything left to cover for this upcoming mint. But hey, we're the Stargaze MFers, and I'll talk a little bit about the project. To start off with, the basic details is it's 4,200 NFTs for 420 stars, and the mint starts tomorrow at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that kind of covers the basics. As far as the project goes, the MFers is like a huge community, just to give a little background on it. And that's what we're obviously very inspired by. The MFers was created by Satoshi on Twitter. You guys can go look him up. And he had this really wonderful concept about the MFers and what they're supposed to be. And basically, it's whatever you want it to be. You can build on top of it. You own the IP. You can do whatever you want with it. So people have made games, people have made derivatives, people have built incredible things, physical products based on MFers. And so, we feel that because of the huge popularity of the MFers, that's why we got so much incredible and amazing support from the Stars community. A little bit about me. I've been in crypto since about 2016, 2017. Heard about Ethereum back when I was in college, and that kind of changed my life. Recently I dived into the Cosmos ecosystem, thanks to one of my good friends. I just want to give him a little shout out, Joe. And he told me, he was like, hey man, you need to check out Stargaze. They're incredible. Like, they have this amazing pool on Osmosis, dude. You have to check it out. They're doing NFTs on Cosmos. And I'm not like a huge NFT guy. But I checked it out and I was like, this community was awesome. I saw that was growing every day. I loved my Osmosis LP. It's still staked. I'm still locked in for the max duration, everything like that. I intend to stay that way. So it's been an incredible experience seeing the Stars community, and it's growing like crazy. People are saying during the voting process, they're like, we've never seen this many votes before. And I think that it's just growing because, more and more people are hearing about it. I'm seeing it more. And as a creator, I feel like it's like imperative and our duty to push the Stargaze system even further. I mean, throughout the entire ecosystem, and that's what we intend on doing with Stargaze and Mappers. We want to showcase our NFTs, tell everyone about Stargaze, go to all the MFers and let them know about this like incredible community, because there's tens of thousands of MFers out there, and we want to bring them all home to Stargaze. That's I'm done. Is this working?
Oh yeah, so I would mute it myself. Sorry, I was talking a little bit. No, yeah, no, I was asking if you've spoken to the other MFR communities, or if you have an intent to work with them in the future.
Absolutely. Like there's it's kind of like if you guys ever watch like Immortal, it's like the Citadel of Ricks, you know what I mean? Like there's Ricks from every dimension. And that's kind of how it is with like the MFers. There's like all these different kinds of MFers, and some of them have reached out to us and they want to partner up, and so we want to definitely spread the love over there, and just preach off of pedestal, like, hey, Stargaze, come to Stargaze, check it out. It's new, it's hot, it's growing. You know what I mean? That's what we want.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard our bridge talk last week, but they will eventually be able to bridge their ETH NFTs onto Stargaze as well.
Let's go. Well, that's incredible. I mean, I know I have a couple NFTs, and I'm definitely bridging because you can't beat the gas.
I have a question though. What happens to MFer, a Stargaze MFer, right? Imagine something can happen there.
Yeah, I mean, we want to build interacting contracts.
Yeah, we can talk about that later, but there's probably some cool stuff we can do there.
Also, I think you've been pretty active in the dev section, and I think you've invited people to ask you questions or help with their projects. So I want to put that out there that you've been open to that with other people as well.
Yeah, I was able to help out one project get their contract right. I forgot who exactly helped me. I think Jay Hernandez or something like that. He helped me, and I wanted to, I put it out there, and I told anyone, hey, if you have problems, I'll try to help solve it. So we got one guy's contract together, and I have a couple other people that I'm gonna, I got back to. I've had unfortunately busy week with some family issues, but I'm getting back to all my.
Right? Yeah, that Jay Hernandez is a Jorge on the team. Might be up to call it.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's making sure everything's running.
For sure.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's go ahead and hear from Schnubble.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lovis. I'm one of the co-creators of Schnubbles. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to introduce ourselves here. It's also very nice to hear about the other project. It's really interesting to hear all of your inspiration. We are 3 brothers working on Schnubbles. And it's our first NFT project, and it's been really amazing, really interesting so far already, and curious where it goes. We've been learning a lot, and a lot of plans that we want to realize in the future. Yeah. So Schnabel is really simple to explain. It's cute food. It's food with faces. There's really not much more to it at the moment. So we have 12 different characters. That's actually a little different than some other NFT project that I've seen so far. We also generate our character. We have a very big variety of stuff that can happen. So we have 12 different kinds that you can mint. We have an egg, we have a fried egg, we have a donut, waffle, bagel, avocado, orange, a pancake, a toast, croissant, and a coffee cup. They have a lot of different appearances, 105 to be exact in total. So you can have a lighter egg, you can have a dark egg, a cracked egg. That goes for every different piece of food. You can have different appearances. We have a lot of different accessories that they can have, and it makes for really a lot of really funny combinations. And our initial plan to make 5,000, and we realized really quickly that we have so many possible options. It would be, we would have to miss out on so much, made it actually 10,000. And already I had so many really good combinations. I was really sad. I actually got attached to some of them. I was really sad that I had to some of those. So we have a lot of plans at future. but the reason we are not promoting them at the moment is that we don't promote anything that's not going to happen. As I said, it's our first project. Like, we don't have a lot of experience in the crypto space, at least from the technical side. So we're going to see how it goes. And actually, if somebody from the community wants to help us realize some of those things, drop us a message. Definitely, we could need some help. Yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know.
Yeah, sure. No, they're very, very cute little food items. And the faces make them seem very real. You said there's like a bunch of variations and traits. Do you have a number, like how many different traits in the class?
I'm not sure. I'm not an English native speaker, as you can probably hear. What's the trait?
The traits, like the different kinds of unique characteristics. So like a black background, a brown background. You said there are 12 different characters. If you multiply them all, what would they be?
So we have several different layers. We have the background. Obviously, we have I think it's 6 backgrounds for the basic schnabbers. We have 6 more for the rare schnabbers, and we have a golden one for the ultra rare schnabbers. And we have, as I said, 12 different characters. And in total, I cannot tell you how many per character, vary on the character, but in total, they have 105 different appearances, or there's 105 bases. And then we have, let me check real quick. We have hats, we have items in the mouth, we have capes, we have items in the hand, even though there's none. We have glasses, we have faces. That's it. And apart from the faces, there are actually 82 faces, and we have 86 different accessories.
Okay, yeah, so that's a lot. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, that's really a lot. And as I said, really a lot of possible combinations that are really great.
So how long have you been working on this project, and like why did you decide to launch on Stargaze? How did you hear about us?
We actually had the idea to launch an NFT collection for a long time already, with these cute food items. And my brother Julius, he's been on the Cosmos in the Cosmos space for a long time already, pretty much from I think July last year. And he got my other brother Albert. He got us into the space too. And when we heard about Stargaze launching, we thought, okay, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's do it. And I think our style fits Stargaze, the entire Cosmos ecosystem, very well. I think it fits very good. Also with the other project, it's kind of in a similar style, but still offers some very unique. And it just felt like the right fit. Spent like countless hours on it. We wanted to make it really, really good. And like we've been developing the style in January, and when we began actually making the assets, our style got so much better in the process that we actually in the end had to redo some of the stuff we did in the beginning. But we wanted to make it really good, really premium. Like it is in the end, it's still generated art, but like sometimes or most of the time, I think don't even notice it because it like fits so well. And we had to do some things that are very unusual for this kind of stuff. For example, every character like has a different shape, a different pose. We had to fit every accessory to every character. So there's not just one bean in 6 different colors. There are 12 beans in 6 different colors. But by doing that, we made sure that everything looks really good.
Yeah, no, it looks great, and I love some of the little videos and gifs you guys have made. You have a very great design sense.
Thanks.
Let's go ahead and hear from Multiscape.
Hello, everyone. Awesome to talk with you guys. Hi, I'm Sandro from the Multiscape team. So basically, to sum up really quickly our project, Multiscape is a series of interchangeable landscapes that you can use also as profile banners. And basically, they allow the collector to create variations of the initial NFTs by mixing and matching them. So basically what we are doing is dividing each layer into three different, each landscape into three different layers. And then the collectors can become the artists and actually mix them and create their own landscape. Something that we really focused on was actually giving this added value of shifting the attention from the actual creators and making the collector the artist. But yeah, every layer is has 25 different variations with the objects inside. There are also time of the days that make also other variations. And I have to say, some combinations look very sick. I honestly didn't expect it, but one of the coolest things that I have ever done in my life was actually sitting down with our two artists and figuring out how we could make all these variations fit fairly well all together and actually create some very cool combinations. We've been showcasing some. And yeah, something else that we try to focus on, we're also giving a backstory to the whole, shifting landscape theme. And we went for something that is actually very cosmos related, I think. So basically, we have different objects and characters inside the landscapes that they can appear or not, depending on the variation and depending on the rarity of the layer of the landscape. But basically, these two heroes basically go investigate these sort of dimensional tearing that is happening around, and it's making all these planets mix together, and they discover that there is this fleet that is causing all this mess, and then that they have to bring balance again to the whole cosmos. And yeah, we have a lot of plans for the collection. We want to expand the story. We want to receive the feedback. Maybe the community has some idea to add something in the story. And yeah, also something that we look forward to in the roadmap is actually airdropping a lot of the layers so that the collectors that are already playing with our stuff can actually add more layers to their game, and have more fun. The application that we are actually developing right now to mixing and matching all the different layers, it's at a good point. I'm very satisfied. Matt, our developer, is working right now on the mechanism to check what layer you have in the wallet. And yeah, we're very satisfied, very excited to launch. And yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a fun project. So people can mint multiple multiscapes, and then they can connect that one wallet to like a site, and then they could kind of mix and match. Is that what you're looking to do?
Oh yeah, so basically we're developing this application on our website, and it will basically connect to your wallet, and we'll check what layers you have, and then you can collect them and mix them together, and you'll have your final result.
Very cool. Yes. Is there a limit on the amount of layers you can put on top of each other?
I'm a crazy guy, and I tried putting all the layers on top of each other, and I have to say that some interesting stuff happened. But I think that for this moment in time, we want to give just the chance of, okay, you have a layer 1, then you put a layer 2, and then a layer 3. There are some cool combinations that you could do, like with 2 layer 3s or 2 layers 1s. But I think we have to work more on that. And for now, we're gonna do just a combination of 1 layer 1, 1 layer 2, and 1 layer 3.
Okay, got it. And how many pieces in your collection, and how much are they minting for?
On the first collection, we are dropping 3,300. And then we're also going to airdrop a couple more, and then also have a smaller collection later on the line, which is called the Cosmic Collection, which are a group of 33 very special layers that we are going to airdrop to some of the lucky holders of our layers.
Okay. Great, thanks. Oh, and also, yeah, how did you hear about Stargaze and why you decided to launch here?
Okay, yeah. So I was talking to Matt Matt is our developer, about the project, and something that we were looking for at the very very beginning was interoperability, and so we were scouring different blockchains, and then we stuck up with Cosmos, and then we found you guys. And so some of the things that you guys bring up to the table are awesome. Namely the gas fees, it's insane. I see Stargaze doing very well in the future. So yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. I guess we'll go ahead and open it up for questions from the audience right now. Anyone want to ask these projects any questions? It usually takes a second or two to pop up here. Now we have one person pop up earlier. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please raise your hand or speak. But for now,
Well, hello guys. I have questions about your project actually, about Stargaze in general. First of all, I know there are a lot of the projects that are coming, and I'm very curious to know when will be the trading option available for flipping NFTs actually for profit. I own a few NFTs, and I'm really happy and excited to see more of the new projects that are coming. But same time, I'm curious to know when exactly this like the future to trade will be available from Stargaze, because now you only can hold them in the wallet from Stargaze, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's a great question. So right now, the Launchpad is the primary marketplace. The secondary marketplace is what you're talking about, and that's going to launch end of April, early.
Okay. Thank you. I have another question, and that's about how this like Stargaze Cosmos project came to like the host, the owners of it, how it came to your mind and how you started everything. Like I always ask myself how you started the Stargaze project. I'm into crypto for a few years, and in last month of 2021 in December, I started invest a few money and got some NFTs and all this stuff. And I discovered you guys from Kepler, Osmosis, and I discovered you, and that was pretty interesting to know like the story behind your community and everything that started. Like who was the one with the idea and where everything.
Well, it's a quite a long story, but I'll try to cut it down. Me and my co-founders have been building in the Cosmos space for a very long time. Got started in me and Jorge used to work at a project called True Story. We were building back then what is something similar to what Aave is building now, the Aave's Lens protocol. And it was just way too early for its time. At the end of 2017, 2018, people had all these kind of crazy ideas, and they were building stuff that was just maybe a little too early for its time. You had to build like the foundational stuff first. So we were actually early 2020, we were building more of like a decentralized social network type thing on Cosmos. And while building that, we realized that, so we were kind of like, liking and upvoting tweets and making a mechanism around that. And then we realized like the data primitive is basically NFTs, and we don't have NFTs on Cosmos. So that's kind of what let us realize that there needs to be an NFT story on Cosmos, and someone kind of has to do it right. So, and Cosmos is really great for app-specific chains, right? That's really where it kind of shines. And I kind of wanted to hyper focus on just one thing and do it really, really well and go deep on it. So that is how we kind of settled to build this NFT focused chain, and it can just solve so many of the problems on ETH and other ecosystems. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah,
Sure.
It actually answered a lot of my questions. I had more, but it actually you replied to all of my questions. Thank you for the time and giving me the permission to talk. I'm excited to see what's coming next for everyone with NFTs. I want to say good luck to everyone. Hope the projects go well for everybody. And thank you for everything. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and hear from Nomaste. Nomaste, are you on?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello. Thanks for having this Twitter space going on. I don't have a question. What I'd like to just do here now is thank you guys. I like to dabble in different blockchains, and had it not been for your airdrop, I don't know if or when I would have ever got to the Cosmos chain. And I absolutely love everything about it. And you guys continue to make updates with your website and staking that just makes things easier and easier. I think it's probably one of the easiest experiences I've ever had on anything I've played around with. And I thank you. You guys are great.
Wow, that's awesome. That's great to hear. Thanks so much. Yeah, we really have a fun UX and want to keep making that better and better.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's very kind words. Yeah, we definitely want to make things better and better over time. Let's go and hear from Secret Spaceman.
Hi, but I joined late to the space and it's just interesting to see the projects. So myself, I'm a fellow we project developer in this. Like we have an NFT project in Secret Network, and we have been collaborating with a lot of NFT projects from Stargaze, also like Cosmo Voyages. And because I just want to be here, maybe I can share my project if it's allowed. I don't know if I can talk about my project.
Sure. Does it relate to Stargaze?
No, it's in Stash, like Secret Network.
Oh, we're trying to kind of keep it Stargaze focused.
Yes.
Yeah. So if there's maybe some relation to Stargaze, or if you're thinking about maybe bridging over to Stargaze,
No, as I told you, like we have collaborations with the project from the Stargaze.
say that again.
We have collaborations with few NFT projects from Stargaze.
Okay. Sure. If you want to give like a quick little pitch about it, now we'll hear it real quick.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so thank you. So Spaceman is like a collection of 100 NFTs. That's close to science. Like we have 100 exoplanets rendered, and all these exoplanets are from the research material. And we have tried to stay as close to science as possible. And for each exoplanet, like there are categories, and for each category there is a specific Spaceman built for that. And so this is about the project. This is about the collection, and our long-term goal is to create an immersive space science experience and space science and fiction experience. So myself, I'm a space systems engineer. So we have quite amazing collaborations within the network Cosmos ecosystem. Like we have collaborations with IBC Supernauts and Cosmo Voyages. I think they're Cosmo Voyages. I'm pretty sure they're on Stargaze. So they also have their upcoming mint. And so it's nice to be here on the platform and to see other projects also. Thank you for giving me the time.
Thank you. Yeah, hope to see your project on Stargaze maybe one day. Let's go ahead and hear from Board Puzzle.
Hey guys, thanks for having me up here. So I have two questions. But first, I just want to say I've been minting on the platform, and it's been an awesome, amazing experience. Very smooth. Thank you. So two questions I'd like to ask in one go. The first is that as part of our perks being a holder, we want to airdrop all of our holders the final artwork, but we would like to do this in the form of a shareable NFT, SG1155. Can you talk about when this might be available? And just so I can get both questions out there. The second question is, we also want to get control to our NFT holders via a DAO. And I know you mentioned in the past that something coming soon where the NFT holders are going to automatically be in some DAO. Can you talk about that as well?
Yeah, I can tell. So, by 1155, I'm guessing you're talking to like a battery equivalent of ERC 1155, which enables you to have like additions, right? So you can have like if it's a game or something, you can have like 100 of the same sort or something like that as one kind of group inside the NFT collection. So the thing is a little problematic in the context of in the future when you have IBC, because now you have to, there's this like fungible part of it that makes transferring over IBs problematic. So this is something we want to support in the future. But that said, you can still hack with SG 721. So so let's say you have like 100 that are the same. They could just be token ID like 1 to 100. And then if you have another like 50 that are the same, then they could be token ID like 101 to 51 or whatever. I mean 151. So you can still do it with that. It's just that you just kind of break it up into.
Yeah, I was hoping not to, to have one unified kind of solution, but the hack sounds like the way to go.
Yeah. Like until we add it. The way we kind of work is that if like a ton of people ask for something, then we know we have to build that. But if only one person asks for something, then maybe it's not something that to build right. So far you're the ask for that. But if a lot more ask for that, then we'll kind of bump it up in our roadmap. In terms of DAOs, like that is something we're building towards. So right now, there's a couple of ways you can do it. Like royalties right now go to one address, right? In the future that could be split into a group. But also it could be maybe royalties can go into a DAO, and then the NFT holders can vote on maybe like what to do with those funds and stuff like that. And then maybe even their voting power could be based on like the rarity NFT that they own. Another thing we want to experiment, inflation funded DAOs. So some bit of inflation in the chain goes to fund projects and kind of help them launch. So yeah, we want to have these kind of like DAO tunings that are like integrated and built in. And it's the kind of stuff we want to work on after launching Marketplace.
Right. So can older NFT projects migrate to this DAO platform in the future? Or do we have to do like another SG 721 contract, migrate everybody over, and then it's possible?
We are designing all the contracts to be upgradable. So ideally, when we add something new, you'd be able to migrate your contract over to get the new stuff as well.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Sure. Thank you very much. We will take any more questions. If anyone has any, please request to speak and raise your hand. I got a question for the creators. What have you guys kind of learned in the process, or what do you think you wish you knew before you started the collection or working on the collection? Does anyone want to take that?
So for us, it's not really specific to the, or I guess it is to the NFT thing. We completely underestimated the amount of work that it's going to be. I actually took pretty much, I'm a freelancer, so I can do that. Pretty much took the entire March off because we realized in the beginning of March that this is going to be way bigger than we thought. So yeah, that's something that we definitely learned. Don't underestimate the amount of work.
Yeah, everything takes 3 to 4 times as long as you think it will, right? Especially in the design process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stargaze NFR here?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm like kind of coming from the Solidity world, and I've done some smart contracts on there. I guess I wish I knew more like Cosmwasm, because I want to build like a really cool collection with like multiple different interacting contracts. I'm kind of looking into it and trying to learn Cosmwasm a bit more and look into the contract building process with Stargaze. So I'm hoping to learn more on a developer front. And, one thing I would say is, I do wish I had like a stronger footprint with the community, prior to even announcing. Like I'm glad that I can help people out now, but I wish I was working on that before. And so I'm just kind of really looking forward to growing my developer skills in Stargaze and in Cosmos in general, as well as like really involving myself with the community, because it's all about that. I mean, it's kind of cliche. I know I don't have to go on and drone on about it, but if not for a community, what would a project be, right? So I think that having a strong community, tight knit, is very important. So wish I definitely did a lot more, and I'm looking forward to putting a lot more into that and participating in whatever Stargaze has planned for the future for sure.
So we do have a Cosmos channel in the Discord. So yeah, head on over. We happy to help you out.
Yeah, I guess on that similar note, then, how would you guys say you've grown your following and your community? Like, what's been successful? What have you learned from any pitfalls with the community? Anyone want to take that?
Yeah, I'll quickly touch base on that. Obviously, I spoke about it earlier. I'll just touch bases on what we've learned. Just I guess from an artist perspective, we're up to now five different runs for our star shows in terms of defects. And I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so we'd run the script again and again. So I guess from that's one thing I learned launching this project. And I've got to say though, kudos to you, Juan and Shane, just the process from obviously the voting period to all the way to now to having this space and the day before launch has been quite seamless and it's been it's been great working with you guys and working on this platform. So anyone that's been involved with projects before know it's a bit of a balancing act between delivering what you have to do on the project and balancing the community demands. And I feel for you guys, and you guys are doing a great job. Now, just in terms of growing our Twitter following, again, we've kept it fun. We've kept everything that we've put out, all our content fun, but obviously we've tried to keep it all crypto related as well. So whether that's weighing up ETH gas prices against gas on Stargaze and whatnot, but we've just obviously tried to keep everything fun and grown our community that way, and all organically as well.
Great. Yeah, thank you very much. Anyone else want to comment on that stuff? We have another speaker up as well.
I'll throw something else out. I didn't want to talk immediately after I just went up, but I would say something that helped us out a lot is definitely doing giveaways has helped us out with growing, and I think that's pretty common with getting your foot off the ground. The MFers community is huge, so we definitely built up a lot of natural support very quickly because of the the MFer brand, if you will, kind of thing. And just really trying to engage with the community, I think helped. I had conversations with Ford Puzzles. I did try talking with a couple other creators, privately to see how we could help each other and things like that. I think that, it's just about like participation and trying to build together, I think is, ultimately going to lead to a lot of really positive success. I want to say like our meme game is strong, but no one's meme game comes close to Stargaze Chodes or Star Chodes. They got the meme game down pat. I'm jealous of their meme game. I see all their meme like, damn, that's really good. I wish we kind of came up with that. So it's like, obviously we can't. Oh, really? Okay. Well, we're gonna try to catch up to you guys. We want to get the memer reputation as well. That's important to me. So you guys are leading the pack though. So we're right behind you. We're trailing you. Good job on that.
Yeah, I will say, Stargaze MFers, that you are not the first creator that has said, man, we just can't keep up with the main game of Star Shows. It's just like, it's exhausting trying to even, keep at pace with them. So yeah, great job, Star Shows. And I just love saying your name. Okay, let's hear from, do you have something to say, Star Shows?
No, all good. Thanks, guys.
Let's hear from Popol. Popol, do you have a question? Popl?
I think he's gone.
Yeah. Let's move on to dynamics.
Hi, yeah. I just had a question about if there was any update on the voting process, or is that going to be like later in the future or like for next week?
Yeah, so the vote is currently still being worked on. We'll update it as we get closer towards the date. Yeah, let's hear from Deepak.
Hey guys, thank you for taking my question. So this is for all 4 of the projects which will be minting this week. What's your plan on after minting? Like, say, if you got the fund, what's your roadmap and what you're gonna do with those?
Yeah, so this is a question for all 4. Let's start with Star Chodes.
Hey, sorry, Deepak. I was talking about old man. What was the question again? Sorry.
Hey, no problem. So my question was, after the minting process get completed, what's the plan after, like, say, after all the mint has been done? Like, what you're gonna do with the fund what is the future roadmap or something to just keep the community engaged?
Yep. I'll be completely honest with you. We're not promising AAA games or something crazy. What we are doing internally is discussing obviously another sort of offshoot of a collection that we can airdrop our holders, whether they be sort of dick butts or something. We're going to keep it fun as well. But in terms of making promises that can't be kept, that's not how we function. But we are thinking in terms of because of the low gas fees, this opens up opportunities to airdrop cheaply on Stargaze. So that's something that we're definitely considering, and that's a way that we want to keep the community engaged. And we're also discussing a merger now with one of the other sort of Stargaze projects that have been successful previously, and doing something with them, but that's to come in the future. But obviously we're discussing all this in our Discord at the moment.
So for Schnabbes, we actually have a lot of things planned, but I would like you to take this with a grain of salt, because we don't know if we can realize all of that. But we definitely have a lot of ideas. So what we want to do after the launch is something which will probably be called the Schnabbels Lunch Club, which will be an exclusive zone for Schnabbels holders, where they have a bunch of functions, starting from like an asset generator, where you generate assets from the Schnabbels you have, for example, like a Twitter header or Telegram stickers or stuff like that. And we could even imagine having, of course, we're going to have some form of votings, and we could even imagine having completely user-generated drop, upload the assets, and people can create their own Schnabbels, submit them, and add them to the collection, stuff like that. And we have much more of that kind of function planned. So to keep the community in the loop, keep them engaged, have them decide on new character themes. For example, we want to Asian food too, but none of us is Asian, so we don't have much of an idea. So it would be really fun to get ideas from the community for that.
Hey, so great question. I'll give it my shot now. So we are kind of like Star Chodes, and yes, I enjoy saying their name as well. Any opportunity to do that, but so we're kind of like them in that we don't have a roadmap plan. But I'll say this: I'm a developer. I love building, and so we're gonna see what's possible on Stargaze, and we're gonna push it to the stars. We're gonna push it to the limit and see what we can do. No promises, but there's definitely nothing out of consideration, such as like a DAO, maybe doing validation, airdrops, things like this. I really love, one concept for NFTs I really do love, as well as EMFers, is with doodles. They have contracts that interact with each other, such as like, you can put your doodle NFT into another contract and receive a doodle in a spaceship. Things like that are very interactive with your NFT itself. I'd love to do mini games, things like that. So again, we don't want to plan anything because, we're like everyone else. We don't want to deliver failed promises, and we've seen how that kind of goes. We will do what's in our power, what's within our capacity, but I can tell you, if you do check out our art and some of the graphics that we put out in the videos, we have really, really top-notch designers. Some of my friends are extraordinarily talented. I'm not even close to them on the video stuff, but we're going to try to put out a product out there that's going to make you guys proud and really promote the Stargaze name. Thanks.
Hey, Deepak. Great question. Love it. So what we plan to do in the future is to keep giving back to the community. Support has been insane, and I think everyone deserves it. But yeah, I think the general plan is to keep adding customization to the landscapes and give more tools to the collectors to customize their landscapes. We also have some plans for a PFP collection in order to expand the character side of the landscapes and add more objects that you can add inside of the landscapes. We also look forward to collaborate with some other NFT collections in the future. We really like the idea of adding something from the Cosmos community in our landscapes. I think it's very cool. It's a good way to link to other communities and get everyone more near. And something else that we also wanted to do in the future is actually make actually tangible copies of some of the landscapes as if they are paintings and send them to some of our collectors. I think that's a very cool idea.
Yeah, it's a very cool idea. We also, we have board puzzles on, and I know they have kind of a little more extensive map. Do you want to answer that?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I would love this opportunity. Last week it got a little lost in translation. So we know exactly what we're doing next in the roadmap and mid proceed. We're immediately going to get to work with professional gaming development company to further develop, test, and mature online multiplayer jigsaw puzzle game. We want to utilize this for multiple use cases, and this is an expense it takes away from our mid proceeds. After the game is developed and tested, though, we know we're going to play this game with our holders and communities before anything else. So we already know 20% is going of the mint proceeds are going back to the players in the form of winning this game. And there are a couple of ways to win. It can be read up on our website, on our Discord. We know another 20% is going to a charity that our players vote for. So the majority of the votes, it'll go to that charity. After all this, though, you play the game, 20% to, 40% is out of the pocket. We want to discuss the business direction and strategy with our holders so we can discuss how to monetize this, like releasing 6 more NFT collections, jigsaw puzzle collection, or other NFT projects. We can make 5,000 puzzles for, a 5,000 PFP project. We could do public release, freemium options. We could do a lot more. I don't know yet exactly, but we want to discuss this with our holders, see what we come up with. And our holders are going to receive periodic dividend airdrops from this technology.
Great, thanks a lot. We are coming up on right about an hour now, so I think this is a good time to end the call. Thanks for joining us this week, and happy minting tomorrow, guys. Yeah, it'll be great. Oh, we never have it Friday, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Peace. Good luck to all the creators out there. Be rooting for y'all.
Two.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.